Westminster City Council is known nationally for two things above all. One is for being careful with council taxpayers' money, and the other is for delivering clean streets. But clean streets have been expensive in the last 10 years. By the summer of last year, we were spending nearly £38 million a year on street cleansing and waste removal. And in the current financial climate, obviously we had to look really, really hard at whether that was a level of spending that we could justify or sustain in the long term. So over the past year, we have made a series of economies in the street cleansing service, which, since the start of the new Veolia contract in September of last year, amount to an annual saving of £6.5 million. Some of the savings are basically back office efficiencies that customers shouldn't notice. But we have had to make some frontline savings, particularly around the street cleansing service. And at the moment, the biggest difference that our customers should notice is that there is less cleaning going on in residential streets during the weekend. Other areas of service will also be reduced in the months ahead. But we're implementing these changes carefully to make sure that we're not missing any sort of really important hotspots. And I think the other thing to emphasise is that, unlike many of our neighbouring authorities, we have sought to protect those services that make it possible for people to dispose of their waste responsibly. So we haven't reduced regular domestic refuse collections. We haven't reduced recycling collections, with the single exception of the garden waste service, and we're also seeking to protect the number of litter bins on the street. So the message is that if people continue to use the services that we provide to help keep our streets clean, then our streets should be clean. After all, street cleansing is only there to deal with the consequences of somebody's bad behaviour. And to that end, as part of this overall package, we're also increasing our focus on enforcement against people who drop litter or who dump. And colleagues in street management are increasing their focus on that, so that if we can land the message that clean streets aren't just an issue for the council, they're an issue for everybody, if we can land that message and get people to behave with greater consideration, we hope to be able to continue to deliver on our promise of clean streets.